Hi everyone, it's Deneen and I am just here with a walkthrough of the first half of Project Life 2024. And this is in a 6x8 album. It is chunky and fun and it makes me happy. So I wanted to just share this. I want to say that all of the process videos for the spreads in the first half of the year are already on my YouTube channel. And then I do believe I also have July and August, which are in the second 6x8 album. So my plan is to be able to get 6 months in the first 6x8 album and then 6 months in the second. And I'm only at August. I still have October, November, and September, October, November, and December. So 4 months left to go. I'm working on September as we speak. So again, I knew I would never finish 2024 in 2024. Once I go back to school, it's almost like I can't get anything done. So as we are approaching April and as we are approaching 2 months until summer break, I will definitely be able to get started for sure on 2025, which I am also planning on doing in a 6x8 album. So, all right, so I'm just going to walk through here and maybe comment. Again, like I said, you can check out the process videos for anything here, and there's definitely more details because I will totally forget a lot of things as I'm going through this. So chances are, if there's something that you're interested in a certain month, you probably will be able to go back to the YouTube video, the process video, and you will probably be able to find a little bit more details about those particular things. So all right, so we start out the year with a transparency, a 3x4 card, and I made, this is actually a sticker tab here, but I did, as you'll see through this album, make on my silhouette print and cuts a whole bunch of these little sticker tabs and just different colors, different sayings, because I use them so much, especially in Project Life. And then we move along, flipping that over, we have another 3x4 card on the back, chipboard piece. Again, I think this was from the Start Story Kit, and I just put this piece here, a vellum piece I cut out with a circle punch. So that's kind of like an introduction. And then what you'll notice is I did add in, these are dividers from, I think they were from One Little Word. I did not purchase them from One Little Word. I ended up actually making them. And this is white vinyl on here. So a piece of plain transparency, white vinyl, and then I have the 2-inch tab on the top of each of them. And if you look, you will see, I don't know if I can get you to see there. You see, they're kind of staggered. So you can see where each month begins and ends. So yeah, I did those on my own. One thing that I do want to point out is I added these later. So you'll notice that January doesn't start underneath this transparency divider. It starts over here, and it kind of happens that way almost every month. I'm not worried about it. That is not something that is going to make me want to redo anything. Ideally this would say January, and then everything underneath it would be January. This would still be well, actually, this would be nothing, but this would still be the prior month if this were, if this were February. You'll see as I go through. So I just kind of wanted to point that out to you. Again, I don't have a One Little Word for this year, and it's already going to be April, but I'm thinking that I have been using this mantra over and over again, like let go, just let it go with everything. I'm just trying so hard to let things go and not carry all this weight with me. One of the things I'm trying to do that in is my scrapbooking, right? Like stop being so hard on myself, just let it go. And it is what it is. And it's not life-threatening. I used to say that to my mom when she was still alive. When she would worry, I would say, Mom, is it life-threatening? And if the answer is no, then you gotta learn to let it go. So that applies to big and little things. Easier said than done sometimes. So getting good at the scrapbooking part. Okay, so January, and then I love that you can do this in any size album, right? You can vary the sizes in any album, whether it's 12x12, 9x12, whatever you use for Project Life, you totally could put little inserts in. I just love the little size. I'm in love with it. This is the happiest I've been with Project Life in years. And I still have tons of 12 by 12 and 9 by 12 albums filled. And that was fun. But this just brings me a different kind of joy. So again, inserts of screenshots. And I believe this might have been, I don't know. See, again, going back to the January YouTube, this might have been a 3x4 journal card that I made larger. I don't really know. But I added some chipboard. These page protectors are my absolute favorite ever. I purchased a ton of them from Citrus Twist because I love the size. I just think it's cute. I love making little photos. And from the Scrapbook by the Month kits, a lot of these tags fit really nicely inside of those pockets. So you'll see I use a lot of pieces from the Allie Edwards Scrapbook by the Month kits. So there's a little one, and then we have the regular 3x4 size as well, mixing everything up. Some of those tags, those were one of my favorite things in 2024, were these tags. They came in a lot of the months. And then just filling the back side. And then another one, just 3x4 with some vellum piece. And still more 3x4. I do mix in because I like to use the 4x6 cards as well. I do mix in some 4x6s. Love doing this. You'll see some date stamps on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little stories, but 3 dates. So again, I don't need to have one different story for every of these, each one of these. I don't have to, years ago I would have been like, oh, they all have to be separate stories and all of them have to have a date. I've let go a lot of chronological, right? I'm doing it by the month, but this is not necessarily the order that it happened in, right? I'm looking at the month. This is the month in a nutshell. And so maybe this happened before this happened. I don't even know. To be honest with you, unless I look at the dates, I wouldn't know. And I am letting go of that as well. So then February. So like I said, in normal circumstances, February would be here and the beginning of February would start underneath. This is February, but that's how it turned out. And I'm working with it. Just putting my page divider here, and that's okay. And that is okay. So here we have more of the shorter sized pages. I have a tab on every single one of them, right? Some of them are stickers. Some of them are the ones that I made with my silhouette. And then I also have some chipboard ones. Just like to have the little tabs. Love how they stick out. Turning that over, I have a photo collage that I fit on the back. This, I believe, was a 7 by 8.25 page that I cut down. And I just put the journaling on there. And again, my point, February 13, 2nd, 19, 10, and 25. Not in order. Totally okay with that. Flipping over, full page photo, journaling already printed on there. And then an embellishment. This is another Citrus Twist. So this isn't the 4 small ones. This is the 2 smaller ones and then the larger one at the bottom. So that's another option from Citrus Twist. Love them. Love them. Scan Me. This is, someone had mentioned to me, oh, you really shouldn't show these. It's not anything personal. It's probably just from this concert, right? Just where you scan with your phone and it maybe is them on stage singing my favorite song or something. Haven't scanned it in a while, but again, not sharing anything that is super highly confidential or anything like that. Flipping that over, I have more, probably a couple of my favorite songs. This, I believe, is from the Collect Story Kit, and inside a little card that says, remember this, and I just put different facts about this adventure on the front and then on the back. Little snippets of things that I want to remember that, I know that I would never probably remember if I didn't get them down. And then on the back side, I don't know, this looks like a piece of vellum. It probably was a 3x4 vellum card that I cut down. I think this size page protector is also from Citrus Twist. It's like a 4x4, I think. Love it. I didn't purchase many of those, but I do plan on getting more for 2025. I like that. And then we're back to the regular 3x4 size, just the 4 pockets on the front. And then March begins on the back. So here is March. Here is the divider with my little 2-inch tab at the top. This is March, and so is this. So here's my 3 things card. 1 thing, 2 thing, 3 things. And I cut this one into this fun shape. Again, process video probably tells you how I did that, or did I use something as a template? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't remember. But then on the back side, from the March Scrapbook by the Month kit, this was probably a journaling card that I increased the size, and I did my journaling around that particular shape. Another little tab that is something I created. And then this is one of the citrus twists, and I'm thinking I probably cut that down. This was probably the 4, and I just had some business cards. This is a gift card that I saved. Here's the menu from the restaurant that we ate at, Red Leaf. So if I move this over a little bit, there's a little, excuse me, there's a little paper clip and a tab, and then the menu opens. So just little ephemera that I saved from that. And I put the little paper clip on there to keep it together. So I like to remember to add my ephemera in. And it looks like this month I did. And then the back side, it's just in there with, this is a citrus twist. This right here is a citrus twist to add the pages. I don't know if you can see that or not. Allie Edwards does have them. They're a little bit thicker. They're a little bit thicker than the ones that Citrus Twist has. But I go back and forth. You know, whatever's in the drawer when I reach my hand in is usually what I go with. This is a page protector that has the 12 2x2 boxes, and I did not fill it up. I just went ahead and I just put photos in so that you can see. I love the peekaboo pages. I love being able to see through transparent things to something else. And so super fun here. I love that this little die cut is not in the pocket. It's on the photo, but it looks like it's in the pocket. And when I opened it and looked at it, I thought it was until I went to turn the page. And then the back side, again, peekaboo, you could see, you know, I don't know. I love this project so much. I love it. And doing this with you today here is so fun for me, just to look back on all this. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Full page photo, flipping over to Easter time, still in March, photo, flip it open. I just made a simple collage where I, you know, put some white border around them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then this was one of the pages that was a 7x8 1/4 page from Allie Edwards. And I just kind of made it so that it is a flip out, which I love to do. Another citrus twist. This was a March looks like this from a 4x6 card. Just cut out the 2 boxes and fit it into there. This was probably a 3x4 card that I cut down. And this is probably a 4x6 card that I cut down. And then more of the 3x4s. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I don't know. I want to say, and again, you can check. This is April. This is April. Here's my April. This is April. This, I think, these story might have been from a 12x12 paper in one of the quarterly scrapbook kits. Can't say for sure, but the April process video probably will say that. So, yeah, loved that. Nice, fun, April-y colors. And then flipping over, there's just more. We were doing Week in the Life in April of last year. I don't know if we know when we're going to be doing that yet this year. Looking forward to that as well. And then flipping over, we have an event. We went to see Journey in concert. Photos, simple. This is from, I think there was another quarterly scrapbook kit that I got that one from. A 3x8 from Allie Edwards. Flipping that over, another, what is it called? A QR code, right? Another QR code. This I created with a font, and I just kind of put words to one of my favorite songs from Journey. Some photos with the journaling already typed on them, die cut tab that I made myself. And I bought a new truck last year, and then I have a pocket here. So inside of the pocket we have, again, I remembered ephemera. I think it was because I was doing these in the summer and my brain is not completely filled with school stuff. And I think that in the summer, I feel so much more free and empty in my head, and that I'm able to remember so many more things. I saved the little plastic tag that you get on the key ring. And then here's just a die cut from April, scrapbook by the month kit, and then some journaling. And then I think, yep, there's a photo on the back of the first time that I got into the truck, and they took a picture for me, and I thought that was kind of fun. So this goes inside of the pocket, and I like having these two things hanging outside. It's just fun. And then we flip over. I made a pocket out of a 3x4 card. I put it on with some foam tape, and then from the eclipse, the Great North American Eclipse, I had my little glasses. So I saved those. Again, ephemera. It'll just be something that will be in there. And then some photos, because I didn't actually get to see the eclipse because it was too cloudy, but someone I know did. So I was able to grab a photo from them. And then May, some stamping with the May looks like this stamp, and here is the divider. Again, this is May, and then we have more May. This is a 3x4. Pretty sure, maybe I didn't cut it down from the 4. I don't know. Can't really remember, but I only needed to put 2 photos there. And then on the back side, we have more photos. That was my unifying element here, right? Stamping with the number and then stamping with the May stamp. Another 4x8¼ page that I just typed my journaling on. These prompt pages are awesome. Can't wait to start doing some of them for the rest of the year of 2024. But again, May 3rd, 14th, 3rd, 28th, 14, 28, 17, 23. Story's a story. And then my 35th class reunion, full page photo with the journaling already on there, and then citrus twist. And I used some sticker labels to stamp the numbers, because this has the numbers so you can go, oh, who's in picture number 4? Oh, look, that's Marcy and Todd. Not like I don't remember, but hey, maybe there'll be one day when I won't remember. I don't know. We have no idea what holds in the future for us. So maybe one day I'll go, oh, Marcy and Todd. Maybe we'll look so different that we won't recognize ourselves. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that was the reunion. So those are all reunion stories. Here is, and I'll just kind of turn this sideways and kind of pull this up a little bit. This photo right here is the whole group of us together. And I put it in this way, and I was totally okay with that. I'm like, I don't need to have everything facing in the same direction. I just wanted to have that group photo in there, and it was just the orientation that it was taken, and it was the best way to put it in. So that is facing the other direction. And then flipping over, again, just a photo, some journaling. Here's my phone that I made. I know a lot of us have done this for December Daily, but you can do things like this. It does not need to be December Daily. You don't have to say, ooh, I can't be super creative because it's not December Daily. We can be creative whenever we feel like it. I'm still in the December Daily mode, to be honest with you. I'm just doing lots of interactive things still, and I'm loving it, right? I'm loving it. So here is the phone. And so this is just all different screenshots that I have. This one here is a screenshot of my notes app where I labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I actually described each photo. So 1, 2, 3, and then flipping over, we have 4 and 5. And then there's the face of my phone and the back of my phone. So again, it is okay. And that's, I think, in there with another citrus twist protector. But it's totally okay, right? Just do what you want, right? Just do what you love. We don't do that enough for ourselves. We need to do that for ourselves more. Love the phone. Love the phone. Put a die cut on the back there. And photo. Again, this is probably like maybe 5 by 8.25. But this is just a little pocket protector on there. And then I have words. I don't think there's, oh yeah, I did. I put part of a journaling card on the back. And then on the photo. And then this was something that my friend who left wrote to me. And it's a piece of ephemera. Thank you for showing me that professional teachers are still out there. And I will forever have that here in this little pocket. So that just makes me happy. Gives me the warm fuzzies. Flipping over, we're still in May. Photo of me and my friends. Journaling before I printed. Chipboard shape. Here is one that I'm only using the two right next to each other. That's the photos that I had. That's the photos I wanted to use, so I made do with that. And flipping over, all of these stories are about my son. And then I used this paper, some journaling, sewed on vellum. I did not put anything on the back. And guess what? I am totally okay with that. I am not getting worked up over that. I probably wanted to at some point, and then it just didn't happen. And so, oh well, life goes on. But then this would be the only month that actually started with the June photo being behind the June page protector, which is totally okay as well. And maybe I'll come back and put something there. I don't know. Might find a photo and say, hey, I didn't put this photo in my stories. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a May photo. Maybe it'll be a June photo. Maybe it won't be any photo. I don't know. Again, don't sweat the small stuff, right? And it's all small stuff. June. Love this one. This one makes me so super happy. I can't even. I love it. This Hello Summer Vacation is not actually on that photo. Doesn't it look like it's really on there? It looks like I'm holding a sign that says Hello Summer Vacation, but I'm not. Why am I not? Because when you flip it over, there you go. Journaling on a journal card, and that is actually what the sign said. So I don't know. That just makes me happy looking at it. So happy. And flipping over, we have, this is almost, and I don't know why I cut it off there. There had to be a reason, but I did. This is almost a photo of both like a full spread over both sides. Journaling on vellum, sewed it on, and here's the ticket. Here is the ticket from the event, and it looks like I did glue that down, and then I just stapled it there for fun. So that's just awesome. And then another event, we went to see my son, and we did a pub crawl and photo, more citrus twist. Flipping over, there's, again, this is a photo, but here is a business card that I swiped from Jasper's backyard. Flipping over, I, put more photos in there. This is a flip up, so I'm going to kind of move this down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it all in here. This is where I bent the page protector here. And when you flip this up, and it looks like I might struggle getting this whole thing in here, but you can see that I did some sewing, the date, all of our initials, and then you can see that I have 3x4 photos and some journaling. And then that flips down. Again, I did this. This was digital. This was not stamping. This was digital. This was stamping the little bit there. But again, little tab that pulls up. You can be creative in your albums. You do not need to wait till December daily. You do not need to wait. There's no point in waiting. Do what you love. More from that event and journaling card. Put a little circle in the middle there. And here is a pocket. So this pocket is made from a a flowered transparency that I don't know. It was probably, maybe it was a 4x6 card. I'm not really sure. Maybe it was a full page transparency. But I did that, sewed it on there, and then inside of my pocket, I have stuff, just stuff. There's nothing here. I didn't put anything there. But I have a calendar where I recorded the high temperatures of the day for the month of June. I did the 60s were in yellow, the 70s were in green, the 80s were in blue, and the 90s were in red. So just at a quick glance, you could see that we had one super hot week during June, but that just kind of documents all of the temperatures. A little note that my friends left for me when they stayed over my house one day, and I saved it. So that's a fun save. Screenshot from a message that oh my gosh, this student I taught before we went out for COVID, right? Before we went out for COVID, she was one of my 8th grade students, and she just texted me, and it was just a wonderful memory, just that she thought about me so many years later. And then on the back side, a phone screenshot of me and my son talking for over an hour. So that's a fun thing. And then this is just... I want to say it had something to do with me. Oh, yeah. One of the emails. Oh my gosh. One of the emails that was in the advertising for Allie Edwards. And it just, I don't know, made me happy. I'm like, oh, look, that's mine. Yay. So I saved that. And then on the back side, this is something that I received from someone on Instagram. Yeah, just someone said something nice to me that touched me. So I saved it. Things like that we need, right? We need to feel like we matter. That's another one of my new mantras this year. We need to feel like we matter, and we need to be with people and do things that make us feel like we matter. School's out. This is a screenshot of my 16 hours, 55 minutes, and 12 seconds left to go that I had on my story. And then on the back side, I did some journaling, and I'm not really sure. I don't know. Something that I probably don't really want to know about at the moment. But it's there. It's there for when I'm ready to read. It's there. Flipping that over, on the back side, we have another one of the prompt papers where all I had to do was just type my journaling on there. You could use sticker paper for this. You could hand journal. You can run this through the printer like I did. You know, again, so many different ways to use these prompt papers. And if you're not digital, you can totally just write in the boxes, which is what like many people do. And then I added stars. So that was just to give it a little dimension. Here we are with another short. It doesn't look like I cut these. I think these were like this. And I have to say that because I don't cut that straight. And this edge is like super straight. So pretty sure I had this 2-pocket. But again, these kind of correspond with this. And you can see on the little labels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that corresponds with the 6. And this, again, is not in chronological order. It goes from 3 to 4 to 7 to 26 to 19 to 29. So totally okay with that. And that kind of finishes off that goes along with that. And then I just had more photos that I wanted to add in. So I just typed on some of my 3x4 cards. I think this was a Studio Calico stamp that I stamped on vellum and then cut out. That was my unifying element for this. And I used some of my 3x4 journaling cards, another little tab there. 3x4, unifying element, and just kind of stuff of life, right? The stuff of life. That's what this all is. And then, this will shock you, but there's nothing on the backside. And I'm okay with it, because I don't have anything else for June, and I could have just done something, but I didn't, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal to me. So someone had messaged me a little while back and asked me, do you adhere all of your stuff back to back inside of your albums? And my answer was, sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. For this particular project, when I do this page and I know that this page is going to be shorter, I plan for the photo to match. So I spend a little bit more time making things match in Project Life. In my regular 6x8 albums, if I get around to doing a walkthrough for those, you will see that I rarely ever adhere anything back to back. And there are tons of empty page protectors all over the place. There are tons of white backs, right? The as if this didn't have a photo on the back, it would just be white. I just leave it like that. Again, something that I'm leaving go of, like this. I have lots of this, lots of this, lots of this. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first half of 2024 Project Life walkthrough. This was so fun. I really, really loved looking through this album. And I know it was only last year. And I know I'm not done with 2024, but wow, just fun, right? Take some time today. Sit down, pick an album off your shelf, grab yourself a cup of coffee, tea, wine, whatever, and just sit with one of your albums, pull it out, and just look at it. You don't have to read everything. You could. I had a tough 2024, so I'll be honest. I don't really want to read all this right now because I know some of it is going to hurt. And so I know it's there. It's there for when I'm ready. It's there. So thank you guys so much for watching my little video here today. And I will continue working on 2024. And eventually I will have a walkthrough for July through December. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And if you are interested in any of the months or any of the spreads in any of the months, you can check out my YouTube channel here for those process videos. And if the questions aren't answered by that, then reach out. I can't promise you that I'll remember, but I always do the best I can to answer questions when possible. So, alrighty guys, thank you so much. And we will see you guys in the next video.